Okay, good morning. Welcome to Spirit 360 Fellowship. This is the interactive spiritualist church service. I'm T.S. Hall, the Stoic Medium, and I want to welcome you here. This is an opportunity for us to connect old souls, empaths, and highly sensitive people, kindred spirits on a journey to finding spiritual answers, answers that make sense, answers that bother us so. You're welcome to join us. You can go to spirit360.org. You can join our list and you can join this meeting. I'm not going to close it. I will have everyone who shows up. So I've got Zoom over here. So this camera, I'm talking to Zoom. This camera, I'm talking to Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We're going to go through the full service. And if you show up here, you can get a message from Spirit. If you watch this live, then you can interact with us and participate with what we're doing. We just changed the times, so change is the only constant in the universe, which means that it takes a while sometimes for change to get observed, and we're much earlier in the summertime. I thought later would be better, but we all learn. So earlier before you go out and start your day. So the first thing we do is we are going to meditate. And let me come over to my Zoom meeting and make sure everybody, when they show up, are muted. Excellent. Again, if you want to join us, go to spirit360.org, click the Get Your Invite button. You'll receive an invite. You'll receive an email with instructions on how you can join us this morning. We'll be going for probably about half an hour to 40 minutes. We should have started right around 9 o'clock. So with that, the first thing we do is stillness meditation. And stillness meditation is an opportunity for you to touch your inside, your awareness, your inner knowing, your spirit. At Spirit 360 Fellowship, we help you rediscover spirit, find purpose, and start thriving. The foundation of all spiritual practice is meditation. Meditation helps you open the spiritual eyes of your soul so you can reconnect with your spirit and your intuition and that knowing that's always there if you are ready and willing to do the work to get access on command. So if you know Reverend Bradley's request, you can say it along with me. If not, you can listen to the words. And we're going to do 10 minutes of meditation. This will be 5 minutes of concentration or focused thought, where you're going to create in your mind's eye an image. If you're like me and you don't do images, you're going to pretend, you're going to fake it, you're going to know, you're going to imagine it, you're going to fantasize that there's a spot in your mind's eye, and you're going to hold that spot to the exclusion all of it pardon me. You're going to hold that spot to the exclusion of all other thoughts for 5 minutes. Then you'll hear bell number 2. Bell number 2 is letting you know it's time to release that spot, let go of that spot. And as you let go of that spot, your mind is going to start to drift a little bit. You can either go back into conscious thought and plan your day, or you can start to follow the sound of the bell down. And as you do, get more quiet, more still, more calm until you touch stillness. Then we'll do that for 5 minutes. Then you'll hear the bamboo clap. After the bamboo clap, I'm going to lead a guided healing visualization. This is a self-healing practice where you can allow yourself to experience harmony, health, well-being, and complete peace of mind. After that, we'll have a few announcements. Then we will do our absence healing. Now, the absence healing portion of the service, you have to be here live with me while we're doing it. I'm going to project the energy. I'm going to, in a brief prayer, invite our spirit guides and teachers to help us send that energy to those you would like to send healing to. So if I'm not here projecting the energy, then your healing energy won't get to the person you would like to send it to. So if you're live watching this, excellent. If you're not live, then you can hold that white light and the person inside that white light and start to send the energy, and it will be as effective as your ability to concentrate and hold the focus, the image of both the person and the white light. After that, we will open a messages service. So if you're here, you'll be offered a message. If you're not here, then I'll do a general message for the community and those who are watching this using inspirational speaking. See if one of my teachers would like to share. So with that, we're going to do some meditation. Take a deep breath, relax, get yourself situated comfortably. Open, O blessed Spirit, the spiritual eyes of my soul, that I may be released from the darkness overspreading me by the delusions of the outward senses, that I may perceive and understand those things spiritual. release your spot and drift into stillness. complete your meditation. And as you complete your meditation, remain in this place of quiet receptivity, thinking tranquility, a place I like to call the eye of the storm, a place where the chaos of the outer world and also the chaos of your inner world are at a distance outside of your awareness. Your awareness is that small voice of knowing, that we voice that observes and comments on your thinking. Some call it your conscience. I call it your spirit. And as we sit in this quiet, receptive place, allow yourself to kind of shift a little bit, get comfortable, make sure the tongue in your mouth is not forced or stuck or rigid. Relax your jaws. And take a deep. And as you let that breath out, allow your mind to create above your head a brilliant white cloud. This white cloud is the brightest white light you've ever seen. It's the combination of all healing vibrations. It's the combination of all universal psychic energy that you can control with your mind to restore harmony, peace of mind, health, and wellness to your body. You do this by first removing any imperfections from your spirit self, your etheric body, which then reminds your physical body of what health, harmony, and well-being and peace of mind is. So above your head is this brilliant white cloud. If you were to open your eyes and look at it, you would barely be able to tolerate it or look at it. It's as bright as looking at the sun on a clear day. But the white luminescence, the white brilliance, is restorative, it's healing. And even if you were to look at it, it would not make your eyes tear because it's harmony, tuned exactly to what your body needs right now. And as you hold this white cloud, this healing luminescence above your head, allow it to start to drift towards the soles of your feet. And as it drifts down through your head and into your sinuses, notice how it removes all disharmony as it goes into your ear canals and the upper part of your mouth. Feel the warmth, the tingliness, the cleansing effect of pure white healing energy as it drifts into the large muscles of your jaw and the big attachments at the back of your skull. As it goes into your lower jaw and upper neck, allow it to relax those muscles, restore flexibility to your spine, release and relax and heal all of those large muscles in your neck and shoulders as it drifts down toward your chest. As it continues to flow down towards the floor, towards the soles of your feet, take a deep breath. Make sure everything is relaxed. Pay special attention to those tight places in your back, in your neck, and your shoulders as it drifts down into your upper arms, upper chest, and upper back. Feel the soothingness. Feel the healing energy restore vitality, vigor, and youthfulness, a suppleness, a flexibility as it flows down to your mid-chest, mid-back, close to your elbows. Very good. And as you take your next deep breath, allow this healing energy to pervade every cell in your body, every fiber of your being is perfectly restored to its original factory condition. And yes, I did mean you to smile because this is a healing process. It's a process of joy, of awakening, of allowing your mind to restore harmony to your body as it flows down into your mid-abdomen and your lower arms, towards your hips and your pelvis. Paying special attention to your lower back. As you reach the lower parts of your abdomen and the upper parts of your hip, notice how your spine is perfectly aligned. It's as though you've been through a chiropractic treatment. Everything is relaxed and in harmony. Scar tissues, old injuries are disappearing, being absorbed into this healing luminescence of brilliance, of complete harmony. Notice how you feel lighter, how you feel more relaxed, how you feel calm and peaceful. Notice how it's easier to breathe, and as you breathe, your blood is being oxygenated, and that oxygen is reaching every cell of your body, reinforced by the healing luminescence of this white cloud, which now encompasses your body from the top of your head down through your hips and pelvis, including your hands, removing all disharmony, removing all blemishes, removing all scar tissue, any and all disharmony from your body as it flows down into your upper legs, the front and the back, as it moves towards your knee and your lower legs. Allow yourself to continue to breathe in, fully oxygenating every cell in your body, your blood pumping red, healthy, vital, allowing yourself to be nourished within and without, nourished in your physical body and your soul, reminded by your spirit of your genetic perfection as you flow down towards your ankles and into your feet. It's almost as though you're floating as this healing luminescence encompasses, pervades every cell in your body. It's as though you're back in your mother's womb, but this womb is a universal healing energy controlled by your mind, providing everything you need, providing everything in a complete, harmonious oneness, mind, body, and spirit as one. And take a deep breath in, and as you do, allow yourself to wiggle just a little bit. Notice if there's any places that need special attention, a little tune-up, a little wax on, wax off to smooth out any other places. And as you continue to breathe in this healing luminescence, this restorative energy, allow yourself to know that this process is available to you anytime, that you allow yourself to consciously choose wellness, well-being, health and harmony, peace of mind, because you deserve it. You're worth every bit of your attention, your complete love and acceptance. You're brilliant, the only you there is like you in this universe. The unique combination of your spirit, having evolved to your current level of spiritual evolution in this body at this time, in this moment of our world. And again, remember that we are in the eye of the storm, separated from any chaos outside of you. More importantly, any chaos within, because it's the chaos within that's within our control. And as we control that chaos and allow the seed of our own spirit self to direct our attention, our thoughts, and more importantly, our actions, we know, and we know that we know that we are well, that we are healthy, we are greatly loved, because that love begins within, and from within spreads to without. And by so spreading this love, this acceptance, this oneness, first with yourself, and then to those in your community, those around you. You bring about a purpose. And that purpose allows you to start thriving in your life, your health, your wealth, your community, all aligned to support you. Whether this is a reality for you or a future worth living into, know that it all starts here within your mind and its ability to create an image, a thought form, if you will, not unlike our spot we touched into with the meditation. And from there, beget anything we choose. For we only need to add work to that thought, action to that thought to bring about the karma we want. And as you take one last deep breath, I want you to notice how this white cloud, this healing luminescence, begins to be absorbed into your body. And as it's absorbed into your body, any and all disharmony is dissolved. You're restored. You're healed. You are well. And together we say, and so it is. Welcome back. I didn't want to leave. You know, it's interesting. And I just have to share one thing. I'm afraid I shared some inappropriate instructions for people to join us this morning on our Zoom live meeting. So I got this thought in the back of my head. I got people mad at me. You screwed up again, buddy. You didn't get it right. You messed me up. I want in. Knock, 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 knock. But I can't find you. So that's in my space. But it's also there that I changed time to this awful damn early out here on the West Coast. It's 9 a.m. And, you know, on a Sunday, who wants to wake up so early? But if you do, you can join us on the Zoom meeting. And if you have an idea that you would like it to be some other time, leave it in the comments, either on the Facebook Live or the YouTube Live. I'm willing to see what we can work out. Also, ask me any questions or concerns you have about what we're doing. We are a simple spiritualist church, but we are not your grandma's spiritualism. We are a spiritual church dedicated to you finding your spiritual truth, your enlightenment. And enlightenment is a step beyond awakening, because awakening is not unlike an orgasm to lovemaking. It's interesting, but it's not the point. If all you focus on is that, then you're missing a whole world of pleasure and joy and love. Again, you can get your invitation to join us at spirit360.org. And if you're interested in finding out the fastest, most sure way to get the spiritual guidance you need, listen to our talk this morning, Spiritualism 101. And Spiritualism 101 talks about today, pick a card, tarot readings versus mediumship readings, everything you need to know about mediumship and psychic. And remember that what we teach is that all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. And more importantly, we really believe that there's a reason that most online internet readings and stuff like that have to have the legal disclaimer that they're for entertainment purposes only. They're not unlike a fortune cookie or a horoscope you read in the newspaper or online or on your app. Because sometimes they're deadly accurate, but sometimes they're so far off, it's not even funny. And in our talk today, we really show you how, if you're committed to getting accurate spiritual guidance on command, how to do that. More importantly, how you can start to take control of your life and allow yourself to experience the fullness you incarnated to bring about this lifetime. We offer a messages service, a messages circle, the first Wednesday of each month. It's at 4:30 and 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. You're welcome to join us. Again, go to spirit360.org to get your invitation. I do private readings. You can contact me through my personal website, tshall.com. And the readings are spiritual counseling and guidance oriented and provide actionable information. We're new to this online thing. I've done all this in person for 30 years in Southern California. But it's my dream since 2014, when I was ordained as a spiritualist minister, to reach out to all those people who don't have spiritualist churches, where it's not safe for you to express your spirituality, because some people are not open-minded. If you don't follow the rules their way, they make it unsafe for you. And it's my vision for a world where each and every person is safe to express themselves in the way that they choose to express themselves. There's basically only a couple of rules. And those rules are, most importantly, harm no one, including yourself. The golden rule, if you will, except it's expressed in a way that's not divisive. So that's the end of my announcements. If you're interested, again, leave your comments and leave me a comment below. I apologize, I'm not there to answer you in person. We're still working out all these details and the technical bunny rabbits and gremlins and all those things that are hopping around in my head and online. And we'll get better at this. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you think this is interesting, subscribe to the channel. So our YouTube channel is T.S. Hall, the Stoic Medium. Our spiritualist church is called Spirit 360 Fellowship, and you can find it at spirit360.org. Again, I'm T.S. Hall, the Stoic Medium. You can find me at tshall.com. And if you're interested in growing spiritually and learning how to do spiritual things, we offer classes at oldsoul.academy. Eventually, I'll get the links into the description below, and you can find us out online. And if you like what we're doing, we can help you find and experience for yourself the answers that you seek, directly reconnecting and rediscovering your spirit, finding your life purpose, and start to thrive so you live happily ever after. And who doesn't want that? But the only way you live happily ever after is on your terms, playing the game by your rules. And remember, most of the other rules that we are told about were made by man to control man. And whether it's secular rules or religious rules, they have very little to do with what spirit wants to share with us. Okay, I've yacked way too much, as you probably agree, but I do that from time to time. Now we're going to do our absence healing. And if you're watching this live right now, and it's 9:35 a.m. on Sunday morning, June the 28th, you're welcome to participate in this. If you are not watching this live at 9:30-ish Pacific time on Wednesday the 28th, skip past this. Or you can listen to it and use the timer to both hold the healing energy, not unlike the healing energy we used in our spiritual healing visualization, and put the person you would like to send the healing to in the middle of that healing energy. And as I make the request to spirit, say a prayer similar to that, and you can send the healing energy to them. But it's imperative that you hold in your mind's eye clearly an image of the person you would like to send happy, complete, whole, and the way you want to see them. Then you need to hold clearly brilliant white healing luminescence that pervades every cell of their body in that three-dimensional holistic image, holographic image you hold of them. And then you invite your spirit guides and teachers, as I'm about to do, to send the energy to the person for their highest and best good. And the thing I want you to know about highest and best good, it's their highest and best spiritual good, not what you think is their highest and best good. So in a moment, I'm going to start a prayer. When I start, Shortly after that, you hear 3 bells. Bing, bing, bing. Every time you hear a bell, hold an image of a person. Hold the image of them whole, complete, perfect, smiling, and happy and in harmony. Every bell, you change the person. At the end, you'll hear the bamboo clap. I'll say amen, and we'll be done. So with that, I invite our spirit guides and teachers to step very close to us and take this healing energy as projected here this morning and send it to those so imaged for their highest and best good, that they may experience health, harmony, complete peace of mind, and well-being. And begin. Amen. I want to thank our spirit guides and teachers for their assistance in sending these healing energies to those so imaged. And so it is. Okay. Again, in the back of my mind, it's occupying spaces. You screwed up. Everyone wants to get in so they can get their message. Screwed up again. Confessions of a perfectionist. I'm sure no one here can relate to that, can they? All right. Since I don't have anyone live here on Zoom to give a message to, I'm going to give a general message. The technique I will use is a very light form of inspirational speaking. Inspirational speaking is a very, very, it's a deep level of mental mediumship, or a very, very light level of trance. I choose not to call it channeling. Pardon me. I choose not to call it channeling because that word seems to have a lot of connotations which I don't necessarily think are accurate or true. So let's see who would like to start. And this message is for the highest and best good of whomever is watching right now. More importantly, whomever watches this in the future. And remember, the future is not cast in stone. It is ours to act upon, to bring about, or to act upon to avoid. We have free will and free choice. All right, so Nathan steps close to me. Nathan is my companion guide. He also works with me in areas of healing. Hello. As this entity mentioned, my name is Nathan, and I've been with him since he arrived on this earth, this lifetime, and in this body. As he's alluded to several times, he is very hard on himself, giving himself very little room for error, and forgives himself very reluctantly. But as he allows himself to express those things that are in his mind rather than in his thinking, life becomes more and more easily traversed. Because as he's learned, there's many ways to get to the destination of your choosing. Some of them are very direct and can be traveled very quickly, but at a high cost. There are other ways that are less direct, but are more comfortable and may take a little bit longer. And what few people, especially this entity, allow themselves to experience is the luxury of choice. You see, if you want to move fastly and get a goal accomplished very quickly, you can do that. But you have to have a singularity of focus, a singularity of purpose, a singularity of intention, where all of your awareness and all of your actions are aligned to accomplish that goal quickly. If you want a more balanced life, then you accomplish your goals less quickly. But the part that most forget is that choice is yours. And especially as this entity calls the people he likes to hang around with old souls and empaths and highly sensitive people, too many times people who are aware of the feelings of others, the thoughts of others, the imaginations of others, allow themselves to be subtly directed by the intentions of others rather than their own intentions. And it's uncertain. And it's unclear to them that many times what they are feeling is not their own thinking, but rather their own interpretation of their thinking based on what they are experiencing from the vibrations of others. Once you get to the point where you have a level of mental control, and that mental control creates clear, well-formed thoughts about the future you want to create for yourself, then you're given by your own spirit, your own intuition, your own knowing, and can allow yourself to be aware of the feelings and thoughts and intentions of others, but stay focused and directed on your true purpose. Once you allow yourself this freedom, the freedom to be you, the freedom to take actions aligned with your purpose, then as this entity describes it, you start to thrive. And as you thrive, you become more adept at bringing about results more quickly. more results that are desired, more outcomes that are as you envisioned, and more importantly, you've created for yourself. You start to harvest the fruits of your labor. And as you harvest these fruits, indeed, you live happily ever after. This may sound very simple, but how many of you actually do what I'm talking about? Because remember, it is very, very easy to be successful if you do the work. Too many of us want success, want a future to be given to us on a silver platter. But alas, that is not how life works. Just as your health and well-being, your job and vocation, your romantic and other relationships require a level of attention, focus, intention, and work. Everything in life worthwhile accomplishing requires work. The difference, however, and this is the part I really want you to pay attention to, the difference is the amount of effort required to instigate and complete the work. Too many times you're trapped in your mind, worrying about the outcome rather than doing the work that will get the outcome completed. This is a variation on what this entity was taught and has tried to master the 3 R's: right meditation, right thought, right action. With right meditation being stillness, allowing yourself to see things as they really are. Right thought being able to pick and choose how you want to get to where you want to go. But more importantly, where is it you want to go? And right action, an activity that allows you to get the outcome or take one step towards your destination. And then, as this entity has recently added the 4th R, results or good karma. Because indeed, it is your results in life that display your mastery of your spiritual awareness, your spirituality, your spiritual understanding. For indeed, if you're happy with who you are, where you are, and more importantly, where you're going, because you're clear on why you are doing what you're doing, your eyes, your face, your entire vibration shows it. And even if you're like this entity who very rarely smiles, he does in his eyes when he's connected with that purpose, walking towards the goals he set for himself as a physical entity and as a spirit entity who incarnated at this particular time to these specific parents to bring about certain lessons that will help him evolve spiritually towards nirvana. As you can see, like indeed attracts like, because like my entity here, I do like to talk. Thank you for your listening. More importantly, thank you for being you. For indeed, the more people who are themselves, allowing themselves to experience their own truth, the more quickly this planet, this world, this civilization will become safe for all people. That indeed is a noble ideal and a goal worth striving towards. My highest blessings. Okay. All right, so that was Nathan. I hate it when he talks about me, his entity, so many times. I did have one break in my concentration and focus. He said one word, and though I was paying too much attention to what he was saying instead of what he said. So what happened there is Nathan's here. He steps very, very close. I was able to put my attention a little bit out this side. He was able to put his awareness in here. And as he generated and spoke words, I repeated what I heard him say without processing it for the most part, and that's inspirational speaking. And it's a small part, it's in a small way a beginning level of trance, and it's a more advanced level of mental mediumship. With that, that's the end of our service. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for joining us. Visit us on spirit360.org. Get your invitation to join us, and I will figure out whatever technical issues I had, and hopefully I'll see you on Zoom, and we'll be able to give you a message. I think, yeah. Wednesday is the first. Wednesday, July the 1st, is our first Wednesday. So we're having a messages circle on Wednesday the 1st at 4:30 and 7:30 p.m. on Pacific time. You can get your invitation, join us on Zoom. And in the messages circle, it's a messages surface where you're offered a message from our spirit guides and teachers, and then you can ask a follow-up question. And I think the thing is to remember, regardless what you have in mind that you want to know or what question you have in mind, have a backup, because many times the message you receive answers the question in your mind. So you'll want to have a backup question. Anyway, that's it. I wish you my highest, I wish you my highest blessings, and I'll bless you and leave you at that. Until next time, all my love.